Moonshot follows two college students, played by Sprouse and Lana Condor, as they join forces in order to be reunited with their significant others, embarking on a lively journey that takes them wildly off course. This is directed by Christopher Winterbauer, and it hit HBO Max on March 31st. And it's an original story, being a mixture of sci-fi and a romantic comedy, with the film taking place in 2049 and taking place in a world where life on Mars is sustainable, thanks to the works of a billionaire played by Zach Braff and a program he initiates. It's a very sweet rom-com with a YA spin, relying heavily on the charms of its two leads. It's a film that introduces us to a fairly large world filled with plenty of intriguing elements, though it primarily chooses to keep things fairly contained and low stakes so that it can get the most out of the charms of both Sprouse and Condor. And both of them are quite good here. Sprouse's Walt can be awkward, but he also knows how to talk his way out of situations, which leads him to convincing Condor's Sophie to let him stow away on board the Mars with her, so he can be reunited with his love interest Ginny, played by Emily Rudd, while she can be reunited with her boyfriend, played by Mason Gooding. And Condor especially shines as someone who's committed to others and willing to be helpful to a fault, which repeatedly puts her at odds with the very desperate Sprouse. And their chemistry winds up being the film's strongest suit, as they play off one another so naturally. However, while the two are quite charming together, their interactions also felt limited, as the film mostly relies on a lot of sitcom-like setups on the ship that generally fall flat. The main thing being that Sprouse, who isn't supposed to be on board, manages to stay because of an identity mix-up, and we get the usual sequences where he and Condor have to awkwardly stumble their way out of explaining their relationship to others, or there's another scene where Sprouse has to make a speech on a topic he literally knows nothing about and winds up rambling on about it, and so on. Though the film tries to give it all an inspirational spin, with a lot of sugary sweet music that will sometimes overpower the scene that feels like something out of a Lifetime movie or just about any generic YA film. And along with that is some lesson that comes out of all of it. It also follows a lot of painfully predictable beats, with Sprouse and Condor initially not getting along at all and having to begrudgingly work together through part of the film so they can just stay on board with no issues until they learn more about one another, and it's all nothing that we haven't seen before, and the cheesy tone can cause you to roll your eyes quite a bit, along with some suspensions of disbelief regarding some of the scenarios in which Sprouse has to wiggle his way out of keeping his cover hidden. There's actually a very good payoff to this particular plot point that's probably the most inspired moment of the film, though the jokes otherwise mostly fell flat for me. And while Moonshot is an ultimately well-meaning film, it's one that honestly doesn't offer much new to the conversation. Sprouse and Lana Condor are very reliable with rock-solid chemistry, and the world set up by this film can be intriguing, but it mainly keeps things feeling by the numbers with a very predictable story and an overly sentimental tone, mixed with a lot of sitcom-style jokes that fell flat on their face. Some may find some charm to it, and you can certainly do much worse than this, but this one just didn't do it for me. Moonshot gets a 4.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Moonshot, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you find it funny? Did you like the performances? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it. And for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.